The strange thing was there that the sparrows were not speaking, they were not chirping, they were not making noise. The writer's mother thought that they were there for getting food, as grandmother was in the habit of feeding them in the evening time. So at the same time they are coming to have food. But as grandmother is dead, she felt sorry for them and take some bread and crumbed them to feed them. But again they saw a strange thing. The sparrows not even noticed them, and they sat silently. And when they take the body of their grandmother for cremating, they fly silently. As they were showing their sorrow, their regret, their respect for their grandmother. And again in the morning, when sweeper came, he swept all the bad crumbs which were thrown by the mother of the writer, were swept out by the sweeper. So in this way we understand that how the animals, the birds, can show their loyalty towards the person who love them, who care for them. But we human beings didn't understand even the feeling of our relatives, our grandparents. Because of our ignorance, because of our busyness, they become secluded day by day, because we are not having communication with them, and this communication gap kill them day by day. So guys, always try to take care of your grandparents, because they are your backbone, and when you will lose them, you will never get them back. I think you have all understand the story very well. Now we will discuss the question answers. The first question is the three phases of author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. Describe the three phases of the author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. So what were these three phases? The first phase was their relationship in the place, when they used to go to school all together. The second phase of the life was that when they started living in the city and the writers started going in an English medium school. The third phase of the life was that when the writer started learning in the university and he got a separate room. So I hope you can understand. You can write the answer. The next question is 3 reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city school. Again, the first reason was that there was the study of English, science and other subjects, but there was not the study of God and the scriptures that really hurt the grandmother. The second reason was that he was learning music there, which she thought was the subject of a low dignity persons. And the third thing that she didn't like was that the grandmother could not accompany him as longer. Now she is secluded and she is not regular in talking with the writer. The next question is 3 ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. When he grew up, the grandmother totally comforted himself totally adjusted himself with the situations, with the circumstances. As she never complained to anyone, she started to live secluded and started to spend her life in spinning her wheel. And even only in the sunset, only in the time of sunset, she stopped spinning her wheel because she fed the sparrows at that time. Secondly, her lips were always moved in prayer and her fingers were always busy in telling the beads of her rosary. Another thing was that she never complained, interfered in the works of the writer, as she thought that all these things are the things of the city, and if she would interfere in them, that will create a problem for the writer and for the person, for her son and for her parents. The next question is the odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. So 3 ways in which she behaved. Firstly, she stopped telling the beads of her rosary and praying. Secondly, she collected all the neighborhood women and take a broken drum and started to sing the warrior songs. Thirdly, when she got ill, she said that her life is going to be end and her life span is over. The next question is the way in which the sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. How the sparrows expand their sorrow. Thousands of sparrows scattered and sit by the side of the grandmother. Second thing, there was no chirping. They were all silent. Third thing, the sparrows took no notice of the breadcrumbs thrown by the writer's mother, but this they flew away silently after the body was taken away for cremating. The next question is, the author's grandmother was a religious person. What are the different ways in which we came to know this? So there are so many ways by which we came to know that author's mother was a religious lady. She was always busy in praying and telling her beads. She said that there should be a teaching of God and scriptures in our study. Third thing, she accompanied the author in going to the school because the school was attached with the temple, and there she studied, she read the scriptures. She was also a kind-hearted person as she threw the stale chapatis for the street dogs in the village. And when she came in the city, she started feeding to the sparrows. Even at the time of their death, she laid silently and said that she is not going to waste her time, and started going busy and telling her prayer. So all these things show that writer's grandmother was a religious lady. The next question is, describe the changing relationship between the author and his grandmother. Did their feelings for each other changes? The author's relationship with her grandmother was very close relationship. When they lived in the village, they were having a very intimate relationship. Their bonding was very strong. But when they settled in the city, their relationship, their bonding became weak, started weakening day by day. Now the writer was not having time to talk with her, to play with her. All these things made the grandmother very sad. She secluded herself but said nothing. After that, when the writer started studying in university, they totally got spared and they really talked to each other. But still, their feeling, their love for each other remained the same. As we saw in the last, that when the writer went abroad for study, she went with him to bid him farewell and also went to receive him, to welcome him. And when he came back, he sang the songs for the returning warriors. In this way, we see that their feelings for each other, their love for each other was never changed. The next question is, would you agree that the author's grandmother was a person strong in character? If yes, give instances that show this. Yes, we agree. We agree this is a statement that author's grandmother was a person strong in character, because she not only brought up the writer in the absence of his parents, but she also adjusted herself in the busy life of city, about which she was not used to. And when the author decided to study in the foreign country, she didn't show her disapproval, but for the happiness of the writer, she bade him farewell happily. Even she didn't show her emotions at the time of farewell. And when he returned back, he didn't become out of control, but he sang the songs in happiness. Time to time, she became secluded, more and more secluded, solitude, but she never complained for that. She discovered different ways to keep her busy so that she could never complain. So all these things show that she was having a very strong character. Now I think all the important questions are completed. Other questions are not important. Again, we will study the next part, that is of a snapshot, the story. That is the first story, The Summer of a Horse. I think the story's name is, let me check, the story The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. So be ready with that. Thank you. Have a nice day.